care who is right and who is wrong. This is a professional server. Act professional or get... So now, I'm going to leave this frequency. You two figure out what your problem is and who is right, who is wrong. But be professional about it and don't involve it.
Before you leave the frequency, I need one simple question answered. Who just kicked me from the server?
I just kicked you from the server because between you and CPace, 119.40 was unused. Okay, I'm done. You two...
Well, I don't think he's going to be talking to us anytime soon.
Well, I'm right here, Scott. Talk to me.
Alright, listen. CPace, I know that you and I have got some sort of problem in the past, and I don't understand this. You question my air traffic control credentials, and you've also gone around and given me a hard time. Now, what you're doing is you're acting like 905 Golf Sierra, who likes to play the I'm going to fly into the control zone just under the radar. You know, but listen, this is Class Bravo. If you're a good pilot, you talk to air traffic control for flight following because you don't know what's going on in the air traffic control zone. You can't see what's going on 20 miles away. You know, and that's the reason why I had a problem with you. I called you, I saw that you were on my frequency, you didn't listen, you didn't respond, you didn't say anything. I private messaged you, you did not respond, and then I kicked you. Alright? Now, I don't like doing that because I think that's a little on the harsh side. I want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. However, when you start doing what 905 Golf Sierra does, where he likes to push the limits, you know, I mean, sure, I know what my restrictions are here for Orlando's Class Bravo, I most certainly do, but I want to make sure that you have the best, safest possible approach inbound, and you can't do that if you just fly right on into the airfield. You don't know what kind of aircraft I've got inbound, and on this last approach, when I kicked your ass off, I had Air Canada coming in, and he was going to be a major conflict. And I needed you to talk to me, and you didn't talk to me. And that's the reason why I did what I did.
Okay, before I answer that, or come back to that anyway, why did you not just tell me that in the chat box? And why did you basically slam me on your frequency behind my back? Because that was really completely immature of you.
Okay, well, the frequency is usually my last resort, because I try to get in touch with you every other way, and when I don't get any response in any other way, then I do it publicly.
That didn't answer my question. In fact, it's the opposite. I gave you plenty of opportunity for you to message me, and you did not in any way respond to anything I told you, even private messages, and then you go and chastise me on your frequency with fully knowing that I wasn't there, so you weren't even trying to answer my questions, so I think you have no excuse for that. Secondly, you say you want to give everyone a fair chance, yet you just banned me for no reason, so I've been here getting out because I'm clever, but you banned me for no reason.
Well, okay. Let's sit back and take a deep breath, shall we? I think the two of us are probably a little overheated over the situation here. You're overheated because I was a little bit too quick with the eject and the ban button, and I'm a little overheated because you completely ignored all my radio conversation.
Okay, coming to that point now, we'll move on. I was flying in Class Delta airspace, which is below your Class Bravo. I departed from a Class Echo field, which is west of Orlando. I was negative flight following, and I was monitoring tower's frequency because I would be contacting tower for a pattern entry. You sent me one private message saying for me to come on your frequency, and I told you exactly the truth, which is I was in Class Delta airspace. Class Delta airspace, there is no requirement to talk to an approach controller, and there is no requirement for me to be talking to you. That's why I did not monitor your frequency at all. So for you to eject me was wrong. It was very quick-handed, and I believe you are completely incorrect in this case.
Well, alright, hold on, sir. 20 years worth of air traffic control tells me one thing that you don't understand. This is simply it. A good pilot, and I say again, quote unquote, good pilot, will contact the approach controller within the Class Bravo, and you were definitely well within the Class Bravo, even though you were under the altitude restrictions. He will definitely contact the approach controller within Class Bravo, especially coming into a major airfield such as Orlando, just to ensure that he's not going to conflict with any descending or departing aircraft. And you did not do either one. You totally ignored me on all aspects.
I'm sorry, so you disagree with the fact that I was in Class Delta airspace all the time?
What the freak?
Scott?
I'm trying to read a private message. See, this is the problem. You know, you get in and out of the chat box, and it creates too much distraction. When I'm controlling, I don't pay attention to my chat box, and for that, I apologize, because I did not see your response, and because everybody and his brother is typing up a storm, by the time I open up the chat box, your response is way up the list, and I don't see it. So that I apologize for. Now, listen, I don't want to have a hard time with you because I think that you're a very intelligent individual. And we need to maintain some sort of decorum here with each other. It's just, I don't know, it's my 20 years worth of FAA, and this is the reason why I try and stay away from this website now, is because I feel like I'm back at work. You know, but I'm not dealing with, you are one of the intelligent pilots here and not one of the idiots, you know, and I cannot stand dealing with the idiots. So maybe I was a little short-tempered, and I have to apologize to you for that. But listen, it's just good advice, my friend. Now, this is good advice. As a pilot, good advice. If you know that you're coming within Class Bravo airspace, regardless of your altitude, you need to be talking to the approach controller or the departure controller, because you don't know what this guy's got going on. I mean, this guy may have an emergency aircraft descending out of 10 grand down to 3,000 feet, and is going to conflict with you. You know, and you need to be heads up on that so that you can say, oh, there he is at my 10 o'clock. Oh, geez, thanks, approach. I appreciate that. And then make some sort of deviation accordingly. You know, so, all right. I'm sorry if I came off on the wrong way to you. I was just looking for, you're coming into Class Bravo, and I did have air traffic at that time. I had 2 departures and 1 arrival, and you were going to conflict. And I know that you were flying underneath the Class Bravo, but at the same time, Tower doesn't know what the approach has got going on, because in all reality, this is not...
Oops. I think my aircraft ran out of battery. Let's see if I can get it going here. Man. Bogus togus. Man, that radio really sucks up the juice. Start, damn you.